Have you ever wondered how Google, a company that gives away so many of its products for free, became one of the most valuable corporations in the world? Search, Gmail, Maps, Chrome, Android. You probably use at least one of these every single day, and you've likely never paid a dime for them. Is Google just a generous tech giant? Well, not exactly. Today, we're diving deep into the brilliant and sometimes controversial $0 product strategy that turned Google into a global powerhouse. Let's start with a simple question. If you're not paying for the product, what is the product? The classic answer, of course, is you. But it's a bit more nuanced than that. Google's real product isn't you as a person, it's your attention and your data. By offering incredibly useful services for free, Google attracts billions of users. That's billions of people searching for information, checking emails, navigating to new places, and watching videos. This massive user base is the foundation of Google's empire. Think of it like a giant, bustling city. Google built the city, the roads, the buildings, the parks, all for free. And because it's such a great city to live in, everyone wants to be there. Now, once you have billions of people in one place, their collective attention becomes an incredibly valuable resource. And that's where the real money-making machine kicks in: advertising. Google's primary revenue stream is Google Ads. In 2023 alone, advertising revenue was over $237 billion. That accounts for the vast majority of Alphabet's, Google's parent company's, total income. So how does it work? Businesses, from your local pizza place to multinational corporations, are desperate to get their products and services in front of the right people. They are the ones paying Google, and they pay a lot. When you search best running shoes, Google doesn't just give you a list of websites. It analyzes your search query, your location, your past searches, and a whole lot of other data points to show you ads for running shoes that you're most likely to be interested in. The advertiser pays Google every time someone clicks on their ad. This is the pay-per-click model, and it's pure genius. It is a perfect marketplace where advertisers can reach a highly targeted audience that is actively looking for what they are selling. But it doesn't stop with search. When you're watching a YouTube video, those pre-roll or mid-roll ads are part of the same ecosystem. When you're browsing a news website and see banner ads, many of those are served by Google's network. Your free Gmail account? It used to scan the content of your emails to serve you relevant ads. While they've stopped that specific practice due to privacy concerns, the principle remains. Every free Google service is a touch point, a data collection point that helps build a more and more detailed profile of your interests, habits, and intentions. This leads us to the second pillar of their strategy, the ecosystem lock-in. Google's products are not just free, they are designed to work seamlessly together. Your Google account is the master key. You sign in once and you have access to everything. Your searches on Chrome influence the videos recommended to you on YouTube. The appointments in your Gmail calendar automatically show up on Google Maps with a reminder to leave. Your photos are automatically backed up to Google Photos from your Android phone. This integration is incredibly convenient. It makes our digital lives easier, but it also makes it very difficult to leave. If you decide to switch from Gmail to another email provider, you might lose the easy integration with your calendar. If you switch from Android to another mobile OS, you might have a harder time accessing all your saved data and preferences. This interconnected web of services creates a powerful moat around Google's business, keeping users within its walls and competitors out. Let's talk about Android. Giving away an entire mobile operating system for free seems insane, right? But it was one of the most brilliant strategic moves in tech history. In the early days of smartphones, Apple's iOS was dominant. By offering Android for free to phone manufacturers like Samsung, LG, and others, Google rapidly flooded the market with affordable smartphones. This ensured that Google's services, Search, Maps, YouTube, and the Play Store would be the default on hundreds of millions and eventually billions of devices worldwide. They didn't need to make money from the OS itself. They made money from the services that ran on top of it. It was a Trojan horse, and it worked perfectly. The same logic applies to the Chrome browser. By creating a faster, cleaner, and more user-friendly browser and giving it away, Google took market share from competitors like Internet Explorer and Firefox. Why? Because when you control the browser, you control the default search engine. And controlling the default search engine means you control the fire hose of advertising revenue. Every time you open a new tab in Chrome, you're just one step away from a Google search. So, the strategy is a three-step process. First, offer an amazing product for free to attract a massive user base. Think Google search. Second, use that user base to collect data and sell highly targeted advertising. This is the core business model. Third, build an interconnected ecosystem of free products around the core service to lock users in and expand data collection points. This is Gmail, Maps, Android, and Chrome. This strategy has been wildly successful, but it's not without its critics and challenges. The main concerns are around privacy and market dominance. How much data is too much? Google knows where we go, what we buy, who we talk to, and what we're interested in. This concentration of data in the hands of one company raises significant privacy questions, and governments around the world are taking notice. Regulations like GDPR in Europe are attempts to give users more control over their data. Furthermore, Google's dominance has led to accusations of anti-competitive behavior. By bundling its services and prioritizing them in search results, does Google stifle innovation and make it impossible for smaller competitors to succeed? There have been numerous antitrust lawsuits against Google on multiple continents, focusing on its practices in search, advertising, and the Android operating system. These legal battles represent a significant threat to Google's business model. If regulators force Google to unbundle its services or change how it operates its advertising network, it could fundamentally alter the $0 strategy that has been so effective. So, what's next for Google? The company is not just sitting still. It's investing heavily in areas like cloud computing with Google Cloud, which competes with Amazon's AWS and Microsoft's Azure. This is a business where they charge enterprise customers directly for services, a departure from their ad-supported model. They are also pioneers in artificial intelligence with projects like Gemini. AI is being integrated into all their products, making them even more powerful and personalized. A smarter search engine and a more helpful assistant can collect even more nuanced data, potentially creating new revenue streams we can't even imagine yet. In the end, Google's $0 strategy is a masterclass in modern business. It flipped the traditional model on its head. Instead of selling a product to a customer, it provides a service to a user in order to sell that user as attention to a customer, the advertiser. It's a symbiotic relationship. We get incredibly powerful tools that have changed the way we work, learn, and live, all for free. In exchange, we provide the data that fuels a multi-$100 billion advertising machine. It's a trade-off that billions of us make every single day, often without a second thought. The question for the future is whether that trade-off will continue to be worth it. Thanks so much for watching. What do you think about Google's business model? Is it a fair trade, or are you concerned about the amount of data you're sharing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you in the next one.